hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Long, thin, slimy ones, short, fat, juicy ones, itsy bitsy, fuzzy, wuzzy worms.
These first graders at Newsom Park Elementary dig worms, and they've designed an entire project around them with the help of their teacher, Kathy Humer.
There's one. You want to pick it up, Cameron? And they wanted to do animals. They had ideas. Let's do snakes. Let's do, horses. Let's do dogs. And so I keep raising the question to them, well, why? What is it that you want to know? Well, they want to know about, well, where do these animals live? So I said, are we really going to be able to go look for snakes? That might not be possible. Can you think of something else that might be similar? And someone just said, let's do worms. I said, okay, well, what do we know about worms? What do we need to find out about worms? Phase 1, which leads us into Phase 2, which is the field work, the actual work that they're doing, whether it's field trips, lab work, experiments.
We did an experiment on dead worms. We smelt them and they didn't smell good. And we had to pick them up and fill the vein.
Worms are just one of the subjects students explore in depth at Newsom Park, a K-5 science magnet school in Newport News, Virginia, that has embraced the concept of project-based learning.
See the different types of fish that are here?
Each class picks a topic to study for the semester. They then plan a research phase, which includes field trips to gather information.
Transportation fun facts.
At the conclusion of the project, they share their findings in oral presentations, digital slideshows, and display boards which are viewed and critiqued by their parents and their peers.
Project-based learning was really the delivery model that we felt would allow kids to learn and really learn about what they want to learn about. I mean, so many years we've been pumping kids full of stuff that we think is appropriate. And really, in many instances, maybe that was successful, but it's much more successful and exhilarating when kids have the input that we allow them to have here at Newsom Park.
How do you spell mineral?
Students here have chosen to study everything from space flight to homelessness. This first grade class decided to explore cystic fibrosis, a disease affecting one of their classmates.
One of our students has CF, and we're trying to learn about CF to see what it is, how it works. You can start getting into the person's lungs and pancreas. We hope to find out that there's a cure for CF.
Now let's look at it.
Students use programs like PowerPoint and a series of thinking maps to turn good project concepts into exemplary work products.
The students of today are really more in tune with everything that they have coming in at them visually. So using the technology to represent their learning has actually increased the quality of their work.
Even with the latest technology tools, project-based learning can be challenging for teachers.
So we came up with some questions for Ms. Harbuck, and she's coming in today to tell us more, isn't she? Oh, good. Okay. It's easier to teach out of a textbook where this day it tells me to do this and this day it tells me to do that. So in a way, you've got to be willing to work a little harder, too, to do it this way. Even though it looks like the kids are doing all the hard work, there's a lot of planning that goes on behind it to make sure that the work is there for them. Do we have anybody in this classroom with asthma?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Since several of Ms. Vreeland's students have asthma, they're studying pets, focusing on pets that don't make asthma worse. As part of every research project, students seek out experts, like a guest speaker from the local hospital.
Your lungs are made up of different kinds of tissue.
They know that they don't have all the answers, and it's okay. They also know that Ms. V doesn't have all the answers, and it doesn't bother her a bit. And so we sit back and we go, okay, well, who can we call? Who can we ask?
Thank you.
At lunchtime, students get to test their social skills and basic math,
13.
selling everything from walkathon pledges to marigolds.
We have marigolds. We have 2 of these left, and mixed flowers. Those just all type of flowers, like this flower, this whole patch, it'll probably be like that.
The plant business grew out of a class investigation into the stock market.
We talked about what the stock market was. We actually invested in fantasy stocks. We were thinking about investing in some penny stocks and seeing how much money we can make on the stock exchange. However, that became repetitive and truthfully somewhat boring.
What you want to buy?
Instead, the class decided to create their own business. They bought seeds, grew the plants, and made sales brochures, funding the entire operation through the sale of flower power stock.
We ended up going around, we sold 10-cent shares of our stock in our company, and we actually raised over $75.
But the success of the fourth grade plant project sowed the seeds of another lesson in real-life learning. It led to the mounting of a hostile takeover attempt by Miss Shields' fifth graders.
Miss Shields' classes, the fifth grade, is planning to take and buy all the stock and leave them for like 5% of their stock and take over their business. So we'll be in total control of their business.
The process of learning project-based lessons has had a positive impact on everything from test scores to classroom behavior.
Our test scores have improved, mainly I think because of the fact that we've connected the learning to real-world problems, and the integration of technology has helped the students to actually produce quality products. So that's the reward, and to me, it's been probably the most rewarding way of teaching and learning that I've experienced in my 30 years.
The red wiggler.
For more information on what works in public education, go to edutopia.org.